You better be careful what you do to me. Cause somebody might do it to you. Now who was there for you when your ass was out of work? Yeah. All by myself, taking little man to church. 2 years ago, promises is all I heard. Wait a minute, let me finish. 2 years ago, promises is all I heard. Out of your mouth. Now you wanna walk away, boy. Now you wanna walk away, boy.
I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend, homie. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but didn't take us in. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God that in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I been, check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time, but let you act like you gon' ever hurt or injure mine. He have your woman, and that's my dinner time. I keep my eyes on glory till the devil get behind. Now bear in mind the devil made me offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined, I am not confined to any wicked system that these demons have designed. They frame a mind and have you salty as a bacon rind. I'm trying to mastermind how to help out humankind. I'm open mind, but I do not rock with none aligned. My state of mind is to keep a peace for peace of mind. Unlike Malcolm with my peace at the Venetian blinds. I'm trying to manifest some things to my subconscious mind.
Wait a minute, let me finish. 2 years ago, promises is all I heard. Out of your mouth. And now you wanna walk away, boy, and tear down the walls in this house. You used to tell me sweet things. Sweet things in the morning time. And all you do is hurt me and think that everything is fine. You better be careful what you say to me, cause it might turn around on you. You better be careful what you do to me, cause somebody might do it to you. Now who was there for you when your ass was out of work? Nigga. All by myself, taking little man to church. So quick to hang up the phone when I step in the room. If you wanna turn it all around, I'm getting tired of playing fool. You better be careful what you say to me, cause it might turn around on you. You better be careful what you do to me, cause somebody might do it to you. If the shoe fits when it falls, the shoe fits where it goes.
2 years ago, didn't know you had me a friend. Wait a minute, let me finish. 2 years ago, didn't know you had me a friend. Off up in college, I found out you're still reaching out to some of them. Mrs. Busybody, you used to listen to me when you were down low.
Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by their hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set sound matchup. And the field is going to Cardinals.
You better be careful what you do to me. 'Cause somebody
There we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away.
when your ass was broke without a dime.
No one back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
And even though the man is not my child, I made him mine. So quick to run to your friends and talk about what we do in this house. And then you wanna party all night long. What the hell you talking about? You better be careful what
First
you
carry for
say.
James Conner. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards. But no more than that. Second
You better
down.
be careful what you do.
It's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now they throw here to his running back.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you create those great mismatches, throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Murray now on first down. A catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first and 10 is Conner. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately,
Things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space.
I think ultimately,
Things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. Things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space.
The run only got a yard here, 2nd and 9.
Hallelujah. One nation under God. Real niggas getting money from the fucking
To
start. I
Demetrius
think I'm
Harris, the
big
tight
news.
end. And around themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26.
One nation under God. Real niggas getting money from the fucking start. My Rolls Royce triple black. I'm Geechee House. Ballin' in the club, bottles like I'm Geechee House.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, ball they come
Cocaine
out
running
with
in my
purpose.
big veins. Self-made, you disaffiliated. I built it ground up. You
Stephon
brought
Tuitt,
it
the
baby.
one that got him
Talking
down.
plenty tables, nothing's been
sometimes you have to give credit to the defense. Great job there, preventative attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last
In
run.
his soul, why that just might charge a double. I think I'm big meat, huh? Larry Hoover, whipping
He's
work.
got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Under God, real niggas getting money from the fucking start. I think I'm
And the
big
Cardinals
meat.
take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Hallelujah. One nation.
And his kick is no good.
Real
And the
niggas getting
inauspicious
money
start
from
here
the
kicking
fucking
wise as
start.
this one stays
These
a 6-0
motherfuckers mad
game.
that I'm icy. Stuck so hard, make them terminate me. I think I'm big meat. Look at my timepiece. It's an automatic.
He's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the
Now
PAT
look at
miss.
me. You can't see a nigga.
Pulls
I'm
it
what
in
you
at the
used to
13.
be. Look at it this
Able to get
way.
this across
You
the
want it
20, but not much
sideways.
further as he's
Always
dropped
getting
at the
money.
23-yard
My nigga
line.
crime pays. So fuck a nigga. I'm self-made. You a sucker nigga. I'm self-paid. This ain't my broke niggas. This for
Big
my
Ben and the
rich
Steelers
niggas.
with a first and 10 at their own 23.
I think I'm big meat. Larry Hoover.
They'll try and start this
Whipping
drive
work.
in the air. he finds Caleb Balazs, his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and 9 in the yard.
To me, what's important here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch the ball a little bit after they get the touchdown on the opening drive of the third.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Caleb Balazs. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Not enough there for a first game, as a matter of fact.
Wildin' out,
And it
fish
leaves
here,
them at third
Subaru,
and 1.
rally call. Out the passage and letting the automatic, y'all. Hey, that girl, I'm knocking mommy and your daddy, y'all. Fuck around and knock the emblem on that caddy, y'all. Four shooters bucking out, flipping that camera door. And did I mention, done from Red Dead Redemption, 9 mil.
Through the contact, it's incomplete.
Like the
The
master in the
coverage
hood,
strong,
I'm
and now it's
flipping
fourth
on it.
down.
And the
That's
money's
exactly
like
what
shit,
defenses
I'm
talk about.
sticking
You gotta
on
find
it.
ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
They got a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now it's Roethlisberger. This one into the hands of the running back, Balazs. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Think about back in the day when you're already my little nigga on the grind. Gotta keep my doing my prime and turn in instead of setting my aim.
6-0 our score after 1.
Yeah, I'm the only one to get the job done. I don't know a nigga that can cover for me. Yeah, got some game from my days, and she might say she love me, she don't love me like she says she love me. Believe me, I ain't nigga boy, they
So
love me.
in Cardinal territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. They hand this off to Harris. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked them up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yeah, I mean, you can't blame me for wondering.
There's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Running right to him. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 23.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they get the garbage time and drives a response.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He runs on the right side. And they work this near the 5. They'll be stopped at the 6. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra backs.
I'm not trying to find nobody else to
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Anthony McFarland, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Here's a Harrison Robbins, nigga.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point.
Touch me like a Harvey, nigga.
He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
To see who lived to tell the story later. Diamonds in my roller face cannot be exfoliated.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Got some game from my days, so she might say she love me, she don't love me like she said she love me. Believe me, I that nigga boy that love me in the street. I'm not trying to find nobody else.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Get a job at DOA, I drop all the tips. I had to get it popping up the rip.
scrimmage. The 31 now on 1st and 10. Murray again. This is just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Murray. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Murray now to throw.
Fuck no.
Broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
I teach everywhere I want to be. I still don't fucking hold plays until I want to be a place.
Every day somebody's killed in these streets.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're going for it. It's Murray. Flush down right. He's going to look deep for more. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. An incredible play there on 4th down in their own territory.
First 3-6 break up, and every day I wake up. I neither got a problem with me.
That footwork, everything. If you know what's coming, though. What's up, Trey? What? Screaming.
Honey clips, 100 guns, a hood full of killers. And I
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
We used to have to make it through the urinals for something. And everybody mobbed something. Everybody robbed something. Everybody scrapped something. Everybody shot something. Extra playing the hot country like ice. Like they got a life.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Darrell Daniels punching it in from a yard away. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, and all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Cliff Kingsbury going to decide here to leave the offense out and go for 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray rolling to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Good pass hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach, everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From his end zone comes McFarland. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
And I'm shooting the AR at the car. Look at your favorite rapper. Just be patient. He gon' fuck up. He'll live with me. But I will. As I want. Doesn't hear me.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with it? Oh, he breaks a tackle. He's got an alley. He's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. A big play that time on a catch and run. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. There's Roethlisberger. Open man right side of Smith-Schuster complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Marcus Golden just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And I left my phone in the car. So hit me and shit, but I ain't get
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Short little throw to Ebron. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
So we're 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look, 6 DBs. Now Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. This from 43 yards out, left hash. Boswell's kick is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
On the return, Andy Isabella. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Meanwhile, Murray's throw pulled by Hopkins. And they work this well on field across the 45. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
These two teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. A A fairly short kick from the 14. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger is going to flip one out here to his running back. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him in the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Fights off the defender. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 31-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Here's Harris. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll make it 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's a handoff to Connor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd down, this is Evans, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Ooh, good shit.
And it's picked up by the Steelers. There he goes left side. And that takes it back to the house. Recovery for a Steelers score. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Boswell for the extra point.
Man, that was.
And the lead is up to 5. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. Being chased out left. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. Murray going to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And all the way down to the 12. A big play there on the catch and run. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And sometimes you see big plays develop on a route like this, a slam route. And the object, very simple. Get the ball to your receiver in stride. This one was right on the money. He didn't miss a beat. And then it's off to the races. And there he goes.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in, and they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
Connor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
So here's a big play from the Cardinals as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
From his end zone comes McFarland. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Jordan Phillips is the one on the stop. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Been down for a win in the defense's column.
Meanwhile, Ben's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner. You watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
All up to the 35 now as they come up
So the
on
door
1st and
to you.
10. A give to Harris. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 37. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Marcus Golden in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Now how about that? Rattled by a big play in the previous snap, they bounce back, and that's exactly what they needed defensively, getting a big play of their own.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Roethlisberger. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Now once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Now Ben. Open man completes it to Claypool. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Roethlisberger's throw complete there to Johnson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Roethlisberger throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. He takes it across for a touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, Isabella. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Notorious B.I.G., nigga. The best that ever lived. The best that ever did it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice. timeouts. You got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He's going to let it fly. The defense loses him. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Extra point good by Prater, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
I know what I fucked up. I ain't tripping. I know what I did wrong.
From his end zone comes McFarland. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Big city boy with deep pockets. See me speak, the paper bet to be the topic. I like my ice.
No, I'm saying I know what I did. I know what I fucked up at.
The Steelers offense here about ready for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one. Whether you're able to get into field goal range, or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
See if they can do it. Might be easier said than done.
So all my girls who fuck them, all my girls who hug them, you love them, girls live. I rap it down on my feet, then live on my knees.
One last shot for Roethlisberger. Got a man on the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across
I always
midfield.
lose my first game.
Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed something.
Damn, I know where I fucked up at, Black. I ain't sent nobody in the middle out. I had the niggas covering the outside, but I ain't had nobody covering the
Niggas mediocre, full of dirt like hampers. I roll with a bunch of niggas that red bandanas and rap. We kept it thorough, from the heart rep the barrel. BK style, see Big Hal. Now, let's see who wanna go against my pure boy. Niggas nothing but squirrels, they know we rap. Niggas tryna get a nut, hitting the hand over low the gut. Wood style, roll them up, get plucked, nigga what? Go back, spin a ton, no fast will go too soon. No, I got a bunch for my niggas.
He was ranked, Trey. Everybody down there. I give him that, Trey. I give him that. Face down.
Now when I hop back in the street, my stability make you drop to your knees. Barely able to breathe, my bullets moving free. One for Brooklyn, one for mafioso, take that. And this one's for you know Frank Castle, iced out, Nate Dragon,
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
You got it sewn, we don't need your help. We hold our own, cause this goes out to cats not trying to kids it up. B.I.G. listen up, shout out. So all my girls who want them, all my girls who hug them.
Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
So all my girls who want them, all my girls who hug them.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Devin Bush able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. On is the punter Cook, who sends it away. Here's McLeod on the return. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you, I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh? Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Johnson's got it complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got it not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Nice little nifty play for him there. And that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there and he just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown. Eric Ebron there to make the grab. And the Steelers are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return is Duvernay. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9. Set at the line for this next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So he's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Play action. Now Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll the 34-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Powers by at the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jackson. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Flush to his right.
Oh, come on, yo.
Keith Brown. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. And now it's 3rd down and inches. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk in the 20.
I think they like this drive a little bit better than a partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing is Jackson. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson forced out to his left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They'll roll him out right. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Anthony McFarland to return from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 13 yards remaining on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger powers through it, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
We see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there just before halftime.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw the head downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast, but sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
A lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off inside the 10. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick. Whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity, but didn't get it. Because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone. And that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Yeah, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come
come out now and put together some nice plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this 2nd half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Now, he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A collegiate star in nearby Maryland. This is Anthony McFarland. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Try the right side with Harris. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. This one into the hands of the running back, Melage. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. They'll run here with Melage. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Anthony McFarland taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Meanwhile, Jackson's thrown into the hands of Andrews. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. This one down almost all the way to the 30. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson for the shotgun. Buying time to his left. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off.
pass here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his left. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 31 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And Parker, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From his end zone comes McFarland. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? You'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Roethlisberger. They'll set up the screen to Melange. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
The key to any screen play is all of the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to it and hold it for just a short game.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
It was Justin Houston who got him down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 22-yard line.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Bulldozes past him. Ooh. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who's so compact and powerful. And that strength was on display there.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took off that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way!" and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And the next-gen stat shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come and have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Important extra point up and through. And the lead is now 21-14. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line. So the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get to the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. picked off by Cameron Sutton. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Fighting through the tackle at the 30. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll run with McFarland. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They run with Harris. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know, this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but it's a road victory. One they
That nigga Thomas Two Guns.
I'm coming at you with both hands. Slide behind my back. You got this. I'm coming at you. Get ready. I'm gonna stick my love in your eye.
That motherfucking pick, bud. Trey, all sweating like a motherfucker.
You ain't never seen a young nigga get like this. Like first looking like a brick like this. Like love it when I pop my shit like this. Should I buy you chain? Should I buy you whip? Should I buy you fit? If this a nigga hit, I ain't checking on no money. I just made a quick flip. Got a whole lot of swag. Got a whole lot of racks in the bag. They can with it like Rockwood Chris. You ain't never seen a young nigga get like this. Like first looking like a brick like this. Like love it when I pop my shit like this. Should I buy you chain? Should I buy you whip? Should I buy you fit? If this a nigga hit, I ain't checking on no money. I just made a quick flip. Got a whole lot of swag. Got a whole lot of racks in the bag. They can with it like Rockwood Chris. Like
There's some sweaty ass niggas. Man, niggas ain't sweating 5 hours. Sweat 5 hours. Man.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris tees it up and boots it away. This is Tony Pollard. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
There's just a pile of bodies everybody's there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup, and he'll be out right at the 35.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense. He finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Quickly to the outside. That's caught by William. A gain of 6 there on first. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy, either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows, get the ball to him right away.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. And again, it's Prescott. Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. His safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic,
Fighting through it, he's got space. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
and what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football, getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find out.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, the shape. Now we have the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. It looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
Elliott going to bite off about 7 on that one. A good run on first down.
Next to receivers that spread the defense out, they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
On play action, Elliott. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action now. Prescott on the move to his left. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And the Steelers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it second down. Now it's Roethlisberger. Open man right side of Smith-Schuster complete. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make them play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Devontae Casey. And the Cowboys will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Following the interception, here's Prescott sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Prescott now. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roll and picked up big yardage.
Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns.
Oh, man, y'all fucking sucking my ass right now, yo. I'm fucking, like, y'all eating me right now.
One of my teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game.
Fucking blowing me, yo.
That's difficult. Just when you think you got your thing covered,
Oh,
they get in the backfield. In this case, he picks up the first down.
7 yards to pick up there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver inside, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective. It will stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, a 3-yard touchdown run. As his guys are first on the scoreboard here this afternoon. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0.
For my children, if 1-5 wasn't my dog, I would have trust. When that shit went down with gears, I couldn't trust him.
You got my other light already. Walk out the fuck. everything, you know, come sit on my bed for one brother.
They'll run back here for McFarland. A touchback. And the ball out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone and potentially tie this game up. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you run into a defender.
Yeah, well, they're executed it to perfection. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger.
No, I fucked up. You don't see that shit to the
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Reserve line now for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kicks away. This fielded right at the goal line. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down after a very nice game. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime, we are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A big play that time for Pittsburgh.
And that might be exactly what they need
especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Being chased out left. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
This nigga Trey, I ain't feel like doing all that switching my game plan, playing no rematch, dude. I like to play niggas. I mean, not dead. Like, I ain't feel like doing all that extra thinking. I'm tired of that shit. Trey, if I play him again tomorrow, we'll beat the brakes off his ass. Trey, you know I will. Yo, man, be trying to show you. Ranked the top 100. Matter of fact, I think they ranked the top 50,000 now.
Upstate New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we are underway in Buffalo. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Steelers. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles, and then the defense back on its heels.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
To throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. He finds his target, Ebron. Touchdown. Eric Ebron. 33 yards. And the Steelers have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set up on defense, but when you turn Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. Touchdown, Bills! Cole Beasley, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will tie our score here this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Called it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it left side to Johnson. Now Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st down, McFarland. Gregory Russo able to bring him down.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 14.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield. Everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7. They're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he
to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. And have just enough to get it done.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity. As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Allen. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And it's caught.
But I'm not motivated to dip.
They do finally get it, but he takes it to the 25. A big play here for Buffalo.
So I saw you going out there. When you start getting fidgety, man,
it's complete to Diggs. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Allen forced out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Pass on for the extra point. And oh, he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Here's Anthony McFarland to return from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in field goal range. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Ben's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Here's Johnson with a reception. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the first and goal.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger.
That's a fucking come on, man. Man, just gotta find a way. Oh.
And he's gonna score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with the drive and score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
The final shot before half for Allen. 5 times left. And it's going to be caught. Not sure why they went for 2. They do get it. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line. Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way down to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There might be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
I tried to tell a game to him, I guess he didn't believe.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Now they'll be tempted and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
2nd and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen rolling to his right.
Yo, catch the fucking play!
Incomplete.
I like the play call. Hold him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. They'll roll him out right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Steps away to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bills drive.
Hey, yo, this nigga dropped the fuck. Yo, like, yo, do that shit right to me.
The Steeler offense.
Like, how the fuck you niggas don't come down with that?
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. This one into the hands of the running back, Melange. Trucks over him. Corral him, he fights through. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On play action, Allen. He'll buy some time right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big gain there for the Bills. Throwing on 1st down is Allen, being chased out left. It's
this fucking game, yo.
After a very nice game.
Ah, man, this shit is fucking frustrating,
He's
yo.
got a reliable tight end he can go to, so he's able to look his way, find his big target, and set up 1st and goal.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Allen now on the sneak, and I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Allen taking it himself. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. Now this time, Allen will throw.
Oh my fucking God,
Josh Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Allen will try to throw for it. Rolling to his right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
We've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown. Eric Ebron with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Boswell good with the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
On 2nd and 7, Allen escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. here. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive with a running play, and they hit him over the top.
And he completes it to the tight end Knox. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
They'll run on 1st down, Moss. Alex Highsmith there on the tackle. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Yeah, he's got his tight end Knox. Broncos touchdown.
Bottles in the air, fuck them niggas buying cups. Get some money, yeah. Louis 13, I drink rich niggas shit. Turn 1 into 2 quick. I do tricks with the blunt. Extra clip on my hip, on my niggas with the shit. It's the unit in this bitch, I'm 50 rich now. Who you think you need? You lazy nigga don't want to pop no bottle. Yeah, yo, keep saying nigga, what's $1,000? She must don't plan on staying if she don't swallow. Me, I'm the friend on Instagram, he told that bitch to holler. Yo, boy, bitch, I ain't playing, I fuck with koalas. And I don't fuck with rappers being honest. I fuck with them strippers being honest. Them starlets and them lust hoes. Yo, bitches garbage. Them king of diamond bitches, ain't they gorgeous? Drop head phantom and I'm sitting on board. I pull up and my car ain't got no roof. Fuck with all these bitches say that I'm the truth. Fuck with, I know just what to do to get them loose. Fuck with, can you please bring my bottles to my booth? Fuck with, can you please bring my bottles to my booth? Can you please bring my bottles to my booth? I know just what to do to get them loose. Can you please bring my bottles to my booth? We back, no fuck.
Since I pulled up outside, shut it down, yeah, you do that every time. Ooh, we got a feeling you might work it like a stripper, yeah, but you're not a stripper, yeah. Double down with you, yeah. Working 9 to 5 with you, yeah. Have to smoke a pound with you. Oh my, on a vibe, what a wonderful time. 100 deep, all my niggas outside. Ballet Park when I pull up in the ride. Oh, it's late, you might have to spend the night there. Oh, city late at night, yeah. Oh, I love my bitches when they bite, yeah. Oh, let's mess them up and let's get right, yeah. Oh, yeah. We just landed in your city, go time. Driving to the venue, let's just see in no time. She got all the passes, she don't ever do lines. Bustin' like she's single, she ain't wasting no time. You can up record it for the showdown. You just wanna get the little more now. Pour that special drink that's for my throat now. And take a sip, oh my, what a wonderful time. 20 minutes, let's get on up outside. Shut down, do that time. Ooh, we work it like a stripper, yeah, but you not a stripper, yeah. Knock it down with you, yeah. Work the 9 to 5 with you, yeah. Have to smoke a pound with you. Oh me, oh my. Why they wonder who the kids sleep inside? I've been up sleepless late nights. Over Raya, over Drya. Bag it up, just bag it up, yeah. Wanna try this one more again. I've been on the edge, scoping through the lens. These thoughts in my mind got me on the drive, got me on the